Hello everyone, welcome to Code with Akinchan. Today I will show you how to build a Python to-do list app with features like JSON database, tabulate table, date-wise grouping, progress bar along with update, delete and update status. Okay. Mm, So here you can see this is the complete program over here. So at first run it. So here you can see this is a menu driven program. Okay, that means we can run it in number of times. So this is to-do list menu. There are six menu over here. And the first one is add task, second one is view task, third one is toggle task status, fourth one is update task details, and fifth one is delete a task, and last one is exit. Okay, exit means, as we know, this is a menu driven program. If I want to exit from this program, so then option 6 will help us. Okay, so so at first add a task. Okay, so for this I have to enter 1. Okay, let's check a condition. What happen we enter if we enter any random text without any integer value? So here you can see enter integer value like 1 2 3, and it asks again enter your choice. Okay, so now I press 1 over here. Okay, press another which is not integer but which is not from the list. Okay, so here you can see invalid choice, and please try again. And let's press the right option which is 1, and then it asks for enter task. So I write a task which which is task 1. Okay. Let's hit enter, and after that you can see it show the message task added successfully. That means this task is added to the to-do list. Okay, so let's check, is it added or not? Okay, so for this I have to enter to view task. Okay, so here you can see task 1 is added. Okay, and it's here you can see the date. This is today's date, and here I already added some task previously, and here you can see the time when I add this task. Along with, you can see the status. That means is the task is complete or not. Along with, here you can see the percentage of the completed task. That means in that date 24, there are total 6 tasks over there, and there are 6 tasks over there, and here only two tasks each completed, okay, and the remaining four tasks each pending. So if you calculate the percent, then it will, that means there are only two tasks each completed, that means 33% each completed, okay. So this is the main view of the to-do list, okay. So check one thing, is this uh, record comes from the JSON database. So here you can see this is the to-do JSON. Here I store all the data. So what happens if I delete all the data? Okay. Then for this I have to close it and run it once again. And if I want to print the task, then you can see no task found. Okay. So this is one another validation. Okay. If the JSON data, I mean that means to-do JSON is blank, then it show the message no task found, and I copy this, and after that I delete, and let's let's add one task. Okay, so here you can see task one and hit enter, and at that point I hit enter. Then here you can see it's create the list along with the nested dictionary over here. That means here you can see this is a list, and this is inside a list I store that data along with date, time, and status inside a dictionary. Okay, so let's view this. Here you can see only one task is display inside the table, and as the task is till now pending, so that's why progress is 0%. Okay, in this way this to-do list work. Okay. So here I remove this and add the previous record for the showing the more operation. Okay, so let's hit enter. No, sorry, for this I have to close it, and now I have to run it again, and let's hit enter too. So here now you can see uh, the all the task is shown here in a beautiful table format. Okay. So let's check the next option, that means toggle task status. What is the meaning of toggle task status? That means here you can see there are 6 tasks over here. So if I update this task status, update task status to complete or pending. So how can I do this? So for this, the toggle task status is helpful. Okay. So here you can see mark task as completed. that means toggle task. Okay. So here it at first asks for the date. That means there are 3 days record over here. So at first you have to specify in which date and inside which date which task you want to uh, update. Okay, so that's why at first it shows the dates list for the better user experience. If I ask for the enter date, then it is quite difficult. So that's why I made a table uh, with index along with the date. For this reason, we have to enter only the index for the for selecting the particular date. Not don't need to uh, enter the total date like in this format. Okay, 24/11, after that 2025. Okay, so that's why I use this indexing over here. So at first, sorry, I want to update this task. Okay, so for this is the date is 24th. Okay, so for this here you can see I have to enter the index number 3. So let's another do another thing. If I hit enter any character over here, so here you can see it asks for the integer value and it will show a message to user. Okay, enter index according to the date. Okay, so here I enter 9. Here you can see there is only 3 index, 1 to 3. Okay, what happen if I enter numeric but which is not inside that index, inside the table? Okay, so here you can see uh, date not found, because here you can see there are only 3 dates. Because of 3 there are index is 3, 1 to 3. So this is the one, this is the another validation. Okay, so let's check once again. So I hit enter 3 and I enter 3 because of today's date. Okay, so after I entering the index of particular date, okay, after validating that input date, it shows the all task. It shows the all task of this particular date. Here you can see, if I move to this section, here you can see in date 4th November, there are 6 tasks. Here you can see I select the 24th November, so it shows the 6 tasks over here. Here it not shows the all tasks. It filtered the task according to the date. Okay, then come to the next point. Then it asks for the enter the indexes for the tasks to change status. And after that, here you can see comma separated. That means similar to the date. Here you can see the index over here. Here I represent it via ID. Okay. That means this is the index. Okay, and here you can see the task. And suppose you want to complete the task one. Okay, you have to just enter the ID. That means 6. Suppose you want to uh, complete all the task. Okay, 3, 4, 5, 6. So what happened? Are you enter 4 times? That means you go to option 3 at first to toggle task status, then select the date. After that, it display this task list, and after that, you change the task one by one. No, here what I done here, I pass multiple task. That means multiple IDs at a once, followed by the comma. Then it will execute all the task task operation. Okay, so let's for this time I want to update, uh, make video presentation as a complete and upload on YouTube. This is not done, and option 6 task 1. Okay, so for this I have to enter the ID of this making video presentation. Now I make the video presentation, so that's why I enter 3, and after that I want to uh, complete another task, that is task 1, which index is 6. 1, then I have to enter ID 6 followed by the comma. Then I enter another task. Suppose here I enter any random number which is not from the task list. For checking, I write 78 over here, and along with I enter some task randomly with some space, some extra space, like this way. And after that, I enter 9. So what happened? Let's see. So here you can see status changed successfully. That means the ID 3 is present inside this table. For this status, it shows the status changed successfully. In similar ways, there is 6, ID 6 is present inside this table. That's why it's shows status changed successfully. Let's come to the next one, 78. Then you can see task index 78 is not valid index, because inside this table there are only 6 index. 78 is not present. So that's why it shows this message. And after that, I enter some character over here. Similar way, you can see SRG is not a valid index. And similar way, next one SRG. And here I pass blank with some white spaces. Okay, so here you can see it's not a valid index. That means if I enter just 2 blank spaces and hit enter, then it will show the message like this way. The white space is not a valid index, and similar way 9 is not from the list, so it's not valid index. So here you can see in similar way I can change total 6 of change the status of 6 tasks at a once at one time. Okay, we don't need to uh, update 6 times. Okay, so let's check the status each update or not. Okay, for this I have to enter 2 because I want to view the table. Okay, so here you can see at first I uh, update the task 3, that means making video presentation. Here you can see it's completed. That's why it shows the check mark. Okay, and along with that you can see the task 1 is completed because here I pass 2 tasks over here, valid task. Okay, so this 2 task is now uh, done, so that's why it shows the check mark. Along with here you can see that the check mark is in the color green and the cross mark is in the color red. The one another thing is that here you can see the progress bar. Here you can see here I completed 4 tasks, so that's why the progress is increased. That means percentage it is increased. So that's why it previously it shows I think 33%. Okay, now it comes to 67%. Okay, let's move to the option number 4, that means update a task. For this I have to enter 4. Okay, here in similar way I at first I print the date list. Let's I enter 3 for 24th November. Here after selecting the particular date it shows all the tasks, and here we can pass multiple index at once at one time. Okay, followed by the comma, that I mean separate by comma. Okay, so there is also the validation check like uh, previous one. Okay, so here now I just update the task 1. Okay, for this I have to enter 6. Okay, let's check uh, one thing. Let's suppose I enter 9 and enter uh, option 1. Okay, let's see what happened. So after entering the index, at first you can see it check the validation. That means is the ID or index is valid or not, and after validating the index, it asks for this. Okay, here you can see it shows the old task. That means it shows the old uh, record. Okay, which is task 1, and let's say update it to UPDAT update task and hit enter. So here you can see task updated successfully, and after that it comes to index 9. So here you can see there are only 6. Index 9 is not present, so that's why it shows task index 9 is not a valid index, and after that 1. This is the valid index, so that's why it shows the shows the message, previous message, that means old message, and it asks for the new message. Here I update this, create new to-do list app, just down. Okay. I update this. Okay. So then it shows the message task updated successfully. Okay. So let's check if the task was updated or not. So here you can see update task. I change it from task one to update task, and along with same, and I create these two task. I updated now. So here you can see the updated task list is present. Okay. Let's move to the delete task. Okay, for this I have to enter 5, and similar way I have to at first select the date, and here I enter 3. And now I just delete option 6. So at first enter some, check the validation. So 4498, and at last I enter 6. So hit enter. Let's what happened. Let's check what happened. Okay. Here you can see task index is not a valid index. And task 98 is not a valid index. And let's move to the task 6, which is valid index. Okay. So for this, at first it shows a message. That means the task is, and after that it shows the task update task, and it asks for the user input, that which is, are you sure? That means, are you sure to delete? If you press Y, then it delete the task, and if you press N, then that means no. Then it will not delete this task. So let hit N. Okay. So here you can see task was not deleted, because here I enter no, so that's why it not deleted. Okay, let's do it once again. uh, or for this time I enter only 6. Here yes, here is a valid index, so that's why it asks for, are you sure? So now I hit enter. Why? Here you can see here I mention capital Y and capital N, but I give the input in small letter. Let's check, is it work or not? Okay. Yes, it's, if I give Y in small letter, then it also work. Okay. Then it shows the message task deleted successfully. Okay. Let's view the list again. So here you can see that previously there are 6 tasks inside the 24th November. Now it comes to 5, because the last one is I deleted. So this is the to-do list using Python. So let's close it and run it again. What happened? Is the task list, that means the previous data, is display now or not? For this I have to enter 2. for view task. Okay, so let's see. Here you can see all the task because we store all the task inside to-do JSON. That means this is the this is one program which we can use in daily basis. Okay, using Python. This is a simple to-do list. We can use it our daily basis. Here you can see here you here it filters. Sorry, it shows the task according to date in a beautiful views. After that, it show the task list of a particular date inside this, and here you can see all the task each uh, filtered by the sorted by the um, time. Okay, in which time you add this task. Here you can see this is the first task which is at 4:18 a.m. So that's why it comes at first. Then after that I enter this which is 4:19. Then it comes after that. Then I add this at 12:26 p.m. So in similar way you can see all the tasks are sorted by the time. That means in which time you add this task. Okay, along with you can see the progress in percentage along with a beautiful progress bar. Okay, and now move to the coding section. In today's video I do not discuss all the coding portion. Just I Now I just mention the basic functionalities. This is the menu. This is the menu function over here. Inside this menu function, I write this menu, and according to this option, I check the condition, and according to the input choice, I call the function from this menu. Okay, so this is the menu function, and inside main function I call this menu function, and after that using inside the menu function I call the entire function inside this menu function. Okay, so this is the all functionalities over here. I will discuss later. I mean in second part of this to-do list. I make a video for discussing the entire program in next video. But here I just introduce some functionalities. Okay, for here I use JSON file. So for this reason I have to import JSON. Here I use the date and time. For this I have to import date time. Here you can you also that all the tasks display inside a beautiful table. For this I use this table tabulate. Okay, and for that task, for the task group by the uh, date, grouping the task uh, along with the date, I use default dict over here. Okay, so that's it. Thank you for watching.